Hello, welcome to LTC Heroes Live. I am at HIMSS 22. I'm very excited to be here in Orlando. And today I'm joined by Robin Wiener of Get Real Health.
Right here.
Robin, I'm excited to talk to you. You're my first live stream. I had some tech issues, so you can tell I'm really excited. Let's start off with something easy. What brought you to HIMSS 22? Why do you guys have a booth?
So we've been coming to HIMSS for years, but really it was so exciting to be actually out and about with people again and get out and talk about what we've been doing for the last couple of years and talk about how patient engagement is so important right now and engaging the patient not only before it was always in the hospital or in the nursing homes or wherever, but now we're engaging them at home and engaging those families at home. So to get out and talk about that story and how the life has changed in the last 2 years, we're excited to be here to be able to kind of meet other people like us and talk about what we've been up to.
Is there someone in particular that you wanted to see here at HIMSS that you haven't been able to see because of the pandemic or just because of travel plans or you're busy at work?
I would definitely say first see people we haven't seen for a long time. Reconnecting. It's been like old homes week. Everybody's just so happy to see one another, hugs and all that kind of stuff. It's great to touch people, hug them again. Thank God I'm vaccinated. But the other side of it is reconnecting with our international partners because they are starting to travel again. And I have not been out of the country in 2 years.
Right.
And that was a big part of my life, is going all over the world.
So I want to ask you about your international clients. Let's back up. Tell me what Get Real Health does.
Sure. We are a digital front door. So think about the one place for the patient or the family to be able to get all the information about yourself. So we connect into both clinics and hospitals, bringing one solution for both of them together. Instead of having a patient portal here, having one place that's going to give you where you pay your bills, you do secure messaging, you do video conferencing, schedule your meetings, your appointments, but also get all that healthcare. And so what we do is bring together the clinical side, but the home side. And one of my favorite taglines is see your patient like you've never seen it before, because usually you see a patient 2 or 3 times a year. This way we're bringing them all together. And that's what we do around the world. Sometimes I work with hospital systems. Sometimes I work with Department of Health. So like in Canada, we have over 2 million people just about 2 million people on the platform. And now we're doing that with the Department of Health of 2 of the largest provinces. So it's kind of all over.
So LTC Heroes is focused on long-term care. And I know that you do also touch upon long-term care.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me what your happiest customer in long-term care loves about you?
Well, I think we're working with our partners here at our company CPSI and with AHT and American Health Tech. And one of the things that we're really working on, and especially came out so loudly during the last two years, is the family portal. And to be able to, for a long time you could go see your mom or your dad or your loved ones in long-term care. You can't do that. You haven't been able to do that. To be able to have that window into what's happening with them and be able to bring that to them. The other side of it is we want to make sure what people really love about our platform is the ability to kind of guide ourselves to that population, making the text a little bit bigger, making sure we get the information touch versus trying to get on a computer. What we've learned about, especially long-term care and their family members, is they like to have it on their phone and make it really simple. And everybody laughs and says, oh, there's no way anybody over the 65 will ever use their phone. I don't know about you, but my mom is 82, and we cannot pry that phone out of her hand. I mean, that is her lifeline. And it's really about taking the technology we have and putting it in for the people who are in the hospital, in the long-term care and their homes. So
I want to get to know you a little bit as a person and also professionally. What about your job, your specific role as president, excites you most about 2022?
First off, people. I love my staff. I love who I work with. I love my clients. What excites me for 2022 is just the way healthcare is changing. And before it was so hard to get people's mind around new ways of doing things. And again, if the last couple of years has done anything, it has opened people's minds to the possibilities. And that's what 2022 to me is really important. Everything's moving like this now. we cannot sit on our laurels. We've got a situation here where we've got to think smart and fast. And that's what I love. I love being able to think outside the box, figure it out, and get it done. And I am lucky to have a staff around me that thinks the same way, that we just get after it, get it done. So that's what I'm looking forward to 2022.
I've been to a number of conventions in the last month, and most of them have been, clinical. So the biggest problem is a staffing issue. Coming to HIMSS, everything is about tech. What are the biggest issues that you've heard so far, talking to your peers and your colleagues, that everyone's thinking about for the next couple of years?
Staffing is definitely staffing out there. But you know what? For us staffing, you might have to pay a little bit, but you want to get the quality. So we're out there looking, but we're doing some unique things ways too. Work at the University of Maryland. We happen to be outside, we're located in the state of Maryland, outside DC, and really looking at really smart, talented people to have the drive is something. The other side of it is just really, again, reconnecting with people, getting those contacts back, making people feel comfortable about being back at these conferences or on the phone or whatever. And then another big thing I'm pushing is in our own office is rebuilding the culture that we had before. With everybody being remote. Yeah. It's hard, right? You can't, you're talking, this is crazy that we're talking live, right? So we're doing little things in our office, like come in one day and we're having a ping pong tournament. And, just to do, or so we didn't have a holiday party because it's crazy. We're going to bring the whole staff out to a brewery and have people do. So rebuilding that culture inside the organization, attracting really great talent, and then reconnecting with all of these great hospital systems or governments around the world.
I was going to ask you about your staff and ask who is the person, or what is their role that they are most excited talking about your product this year?
I would say our product team. So we have done a lot in the last 6 months on really growing the product. Again, it's because they're so excited, because everything they've been thinking about for years, it's like trying to get clients ready to do this. They're, healthcare has always been known to be slow in change. In the last 2 years, we had to change fast, and the mindset has changed. So I think our product people are like, whoa, this is going to be fun. Yeah. This is going to be fun.
I guess lastly, what I want to ask you is, for anyone who's watching from home, has never been to HIMSS, what advice do you have for them and why they should come? What type of person should come to HIMSS next year in 2023? I
think somebody who's curious, somebody who's want to learn about healthcare. They want to figure out what is it. The first time I came, this was overwhelming, and I had never seen this, like 10, 12 years ago. If you want to come in and learn about what healthcare is about, where health technology is going, where it's expanding, go to the sessions, walk around the booth, kind of learn about what's happening. Wear comfortable shoes, sneakers are great, and be able to scrubs, whatever is comfortable. Most of my team is in jeans and t-shirts, because you know what? Why not? Right? That's our world. But I really do think if you want to come and learn, I think HIMSS is great for learning and connecting with people that maybe we haven't seen for a long time, or really connecting with the newest technology happening.
I've heard some inspirational stories, and I'm going to ask you if there's one that stands out for you. Yesterday at the Executive Summit, I heard Angela Duckworth from the book Grit talk about the predominant denominator amongst people who are successful have to do with perseverance. And then this morning we heard from Disney talk about the importance and the disruption of technology. Those are two things that stand out. Is there anything particular that you've interacted with others that are stand out and you're going to take home with you?
I think the biggest thing I've been to 2 conferences in the last 2 weeks, and I think the thing's going to stand out to me is the power of change. The power of people have stuck by it, have not run from it. If anything, we've worked harder, and people are ready to get after it and figure out how can we get ourselves in a situation where if something else happens in the world, that we're ready to react to it. And I'm seeing a lot of that. I'm seeing a lot of people just thinking outside the box. Stop being stuck. Start pushing forward. And you know what? It's okay to try things and fail. If you don't try, you'll never move forward. It's okay to fail often and win a few of them.
Well, Robin, thanks for joining me on LTC Heroes live at HIMSS. It was a joy to meet you. Everybody go check out Get Real Health. And thank you, Robin. Talk to you all soon.